spend some time reviewing, going between degrees and radians. Cool? You guys all take a second, put phones away, put headphones away. This worksheet should be not calculator. Cool? So really put those phones away so I know that you're not like using them to do some arithmetic. Because part of the challenge of why we struggled with this part of the test is because we didn't know how to do the arithmetic. Okay. So as you're looking at this worksheet, it's all about changing degrees into radians or radians into degrees. And to do that, you need to use a ratio. Does anybody know what that ratio is? 180 over pi. Yeah, that's the guy we know, right? Picture your unit circle. 180 is over here. What radian is over here? Pi, right? It's the same spot. Okay, so those are the guys that we use. And then the other fraction you set up, do you put degrees on top or radians on top? If I have my equation set up this way. D over R. Yeah, degrees on top because 180 is in degrees and pi is in radians. Cool, so you're going to set it up in that order, okay? Can you guys take this idea and start the first one for me? 11 pi over 3. Set up that ratio. Degrees for everybody So to set up that ratio, it's kind of weird. Where did the 11 pi over 3 go when you plugged it in? It goes in the denominator. Good. Should be 180 over pi. That 11 pi over 3 is a radian. It's going to go down in the bottom. And what are we going to put on top? A D or an X or any variable you want. A handful of you guys, probably a handful in all 3 classes, so maybe just like 1 or 2 people in here, are still putting a 1 on top. Instead of putting an X as your variable, you're putting like a 1 in. You want to make sure you put that X in. Okay? And then how do we solve from there? Cross multiply, straightforward. So 180 is going to multiply with 11 pi over 3. And don't freak out over it. It's scary looking, but you just got to write it down first and take a breath. What's going to multiply onto the other side? Anybody? Pi times x, gorgeous. Cool. All right. From here, you do have to multiply these 2 things together. It's not cross multiply anymore. Okay, now you're multiplying. Cross multiply is when there's an equal sign in the middle. When it's multiplying in between, you multiply the tops together, multiply the bottoms together, simplify. Cool? What's on the bottom of that 180 right now? It's over 1. Good. And to multiply those together, it's hard without a calculator to do 180 times 11. Do you agree? Yeah? I don't want you to do that. I don't want you to multiply first. I want you to cancel first. What can you cancel? The 3 and the 180. They both divide by 3, right? 3 divides by 3 once. What is 180 divided by 3? 60. And now look at the denominators. What's going to be in the bottom?
1.
Just a 1. That's so much easier, right? Can you do 60 times 11 in your head?
Yes.
Yeah, what is 60 times 11?
660.
660.
Pi.
And the pi comes down. Nice catch. Cool? You math? All right. Last step, since you pointed out that I forgot to bring my pi down. That's equal to pi x on the other side. So what do? Divide the pi away. Final answer is 660 degrees. Okay. Try the next few problems for me if you would. And I'm going to walk around to help. Little thing to watch out, guys, is all the ones on the right side of the page all had negatives. Did you catch that? Make sure those negatives come down with everybody.